5G, I believe in you. Okay. So did you figure out what character Maggie looked like in that one shot?
Dude, I was looking.
I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I just... Something about it's so familiar, but not exactly. If only memory was perfect. Actually,
yeah.
Do I want my memory to be perfect?
I know there was this like reporter in the 1930s who had perfect memory. Like he would go to interviews and not write shit down because he didn't need to. I think he ended up killing himself.
Oh. Well, that answers my question.
Yeah, it was too much. So. Couldn't forget shit. It was bad.
Write that one down. Don't remember anything. Who are you? So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. Oh yeah. We're at the end of episode 3. I believe we just have this last trial section here. I imagine so.
Right, that would make sense.
I would be shocked if we didn't. And then we're gonna go into the next episode. Well, we probably won't. Well, I don't know. We'll see how long we go. I don't think we'll go too long tonight. We've done a lot of like 4 to 5 hour sessions. We'll probably do about 3 this time. We got a lot of shit, but I think we've used most of it. This is gonna come in handy because we have these numbers. Gotta bring up the virus. This is just for humiliation, I guess. To remember your anger, to remember your pain. I don't even know why we still have this. Done with that. I think we used this already. I don't think we're gonna use that again. This has been used. This has been used. Don't really need that. Haven't touched the autopsy report yet. Nor will we at this point, because we already established the time frame, I want to say.
Yeah, I think we're good on the time frame. We just need to like... I think this part is probably just kind of like establishing a motive in the fact that like this dude's a scam artist or whatever.
Yep. Done with that. Still not sure why they would have planted it on Maggie. That is still a little up in the air. Poison. That. Associate the victim with the criminal suspect. The phony. And a tender lender made of cardboard and painted to look authentic. Yep. Just the master disk of a virus that we're holding on to instead of giving it to someone who could do something with it.
Yeah, this whole half of the case hasn't even been touched upon, so...
Yeah. Did this. If we get hungry,
we just eat Gumshoe's lunchbox.
We could just eat.
Yeah, I'm
this
curious
is
if this
critical.
is like, we could have gone back to Maggie and gotten rid of this, and we'd have failed.
Oh, I'll tell you what it is. Once we finish the case, she's gonna be like, "Oh, he hates me so much," and then you get to give her the lunchbox.
Okay,
that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be. Cranial surgery. Okay. We've almost won this case. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little top knot. It's not a top knot! Never mind about the hair, just calm down, alright? I can't stand still. When I don't have a job to do, I kinda get wound up. Ah! No kidding. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything! Can you find us decisive evidence? Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour. Okay, an hour. The trial will reconvene by then. But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprints analysis done in an hour? You bet.
Wait. I guess the poison.
I'm gonna click on the thing that is the only thing with unidentified fingerprints. How's that sound?
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
If you're going back to the station anyway, did you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey. That's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solve
My prints are all over it.
Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away.
His prints all over me.
And his blood's still on my fists. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. See ya. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
That could have been a cooler line.
Well, she's lame, so... She's a dork.
Could you restart the stream just really quick? Because it was fine and it got a bit laggy. I think it'll be good if you restart it really quick. Yeah. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Kno. Did you find this Furio Tigre?
You find Furio Tigre.
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problemo.
Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on.
He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Don't worry, no pepper on us.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
Holy shit, it's Phoenix Wright.
Witness. Please state your name, not...
Oh my god. She's gone. Don't hide under the table, Maya, unless there's room for me down there too. What's you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge?
I didn't say nothing. Honest.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was. Oh my god! It was the judge. Your Honor?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it?
Tell me, I don't know if you can move your mic at all, but you're a little blown out. Yeah, I think you were just a little too close.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, not really. So.
Yeah, well, you're blowing out a bit more than normal for whatever reason. It's kind of fine last night.
I mean, I can like lift it up, but I can't like make it further away from me.
That actually might not be a bad idea if you lift it up slightly.
Okay.
It's mostly just when the air is like the breath is like smacking it.
Sure.
Should be fine though.
Can you hear me like this out of curiosity?
Perfectly fine.
Okay, I'll leave it there then.
Yeah. He dropped his pen. Where on earth is it?
Don't mind me. Carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it. We're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said who the hell was it that called me in here? Me, motherfucker.
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What'd you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that holds you in.
Too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Thank you, Maya.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Oh my god.
Of course! Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. But please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Phoenix Wright. You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. Get a grip, Nick. Get a grip, Nick. I hope the judge and Maya stay down there.
Stay down there, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, the tiger's alibi. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. He's back.
Oh, at last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright. You're crossing. What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. Lowlife? Me? Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000. And you's gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one loan contract I refuse to sign. And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
I love a good spectator sport.
Godot's really looking forward to the international. Me too.
Just a minute. That's really not... This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming on the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
Yous better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony.
Okay.
Understood? Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Okay. You can do it, Nick. Hold on, here. Hold on. You can do it, Nick.
Done.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Okay. Save. I don't know nothing about no murder.
Whatever.
I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all my time in my office. Whatever.
Possibly. That's true. That seems to be true.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't think she's helping us yet.
Is that it?
That's all we got. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all of my time in my office.
Perhaps we have something about that?
Yeah, I think it's the second one.
Because that's a lot of whatever, we ain't getting shit out of that. Whales in the office is true, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, that's just what he was doing, but...
Yeah, this is the details, so we gotta think about this one.
Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Okay. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. Infallible. Infallible secretary work.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
It is. That's a clerical apex right there. It doesn't get better than that. There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? I think we press harder. Hey, what were you? I don't care what you were doing in December. Tell me what you were doing on the day of the murder.
Sure.
I think this makes sense. We only lose a pip anyway. Mr. Tigre, what do you want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
This is the dead end, Wright. And you know it. Remember the rules.
Okay.
Fuck you.
No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I had never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could, please. Mr. Tigre, the court would ask you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. The day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
But we probably have, but he did. So, what do we got?
What do we got indeed? No.
When did we get these? Jesus.
We picked them up in the office, in his office.
Okay.
Yeah, found lying in tender
Well, that's not the kid, and that's the chef.
Computer virus, yeah.
Well, do we have proof that he wrote it? Because
we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
Maybe it's Tiger. Okay.
We have this.
Wonderful.
Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Not bad, you's actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with yous to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. Welcome back, Maya. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
Fuck you. You's calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
Ruh-roh. Scoop. So, you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth?
I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth.
Yeah. Jen, I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Senor Tigre. Oh, yes! Would you mind indulging the court, witness?
He never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
More testimony.
I am no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office. Tender lender. I waited around for him, but he never even showed. I ain't never been to that Très Bien joint, you hear? Okay, well, obviously it's the last one.
Matches. Naruhodo. That all seems perfectly logical.
Oh, not me.
You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Crazy.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't tell you I got a big deal Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right? Arrgh. Yeah, I think we just hit him straight with the matches. Yeah, because we don't have anything to confirm this.
Unless the MC bomber disc is like confirmed, we know that the guy made it and gave it to him. But I'm not sure if we have solid proof of that yet.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Like, unless the disc says
no,
this ain't.
We knew it was found in his office, but
I guess that.
But that's not what it reads anymore. I think it's just
the matches on the last one. Yeah.
Yep. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What you's talking about? We found them in your office at Tenderlender. They're from that restaurant. What? If you've really never been to Très Bien before, what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Not true.
This is true.
False. Objection.
Objection. You're lying. Hold it.
God, I love his stance though.
Yeah.
Order. Well, witness? I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Oh, sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me.
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay. I was at that joint that day. What? Well, listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elg that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. And Très Bien. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be. So I split. I had the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office. No, that's wrong.
Naruhodo! You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Okay. Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make it to the normal express. I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
Ja, no problemo. Anytime Wright presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and collect guilty verdict. So do it.
Yes, sir.
The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know, since yous paying. Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? No.
No. Not at all.
Not one bit. Alright, I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. And the cop sirens on my way out. We don't have a time frame. I think we have to press something here.
Yeah, like, noon's way too early. Well, I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant. Oh, that afternoon, not noon.
That afternoon.
Yeah, I read it wrong. Fair, like, that's true. Like, that's true.
That is what happened.
When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. That would have happened, of course.
Right, but obviously he was in the restaurant already.
Right. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete.
Sure.
Fair. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. Fair.
I think we need to hear what his vision of the scene is, so we can find contradictions based on the other testimony. In what we know.
I heard the cop sirens on my way out and went straight back to my office.
Yeah, whatever. I think it's the second. I think we have to press on the second one.
Yeah, because it is like, what did you see?
Yeah, this is the vague one. Everything else is relatively detailed.
Right.
Like, yeah, he saw him stiff as concrete, but what else did you see?
Yeah, plus it's like maybe the fighters are gonna come into play here. It's like, I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I think this is our best bet. Oh, whatever, you only lose a pip of health. An ugly scene. What do you mean?
The witness has already told us, right? Which makes that question irrelevant.
But...
I limit myself to 70 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty, right? Or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney. Ashen.
Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Wright.
I guess I shouldn't have pressed him on that.
Well... So to recap, this ugly scene you saw was...
Okay, alright, I guess the idea is that was a lead-in. Well maybe it's this one then. Stiff as concrete. Figured if the place wasn't hot already, I was just...
That's true. Like, that's a true
it's true, but we could ask about what? We don't know why they were meeting. Well, I guess he's just gonna say money, I guess.
Money. Like, he talked about it. The kid had messaged him, but alone. It's just gonna be hot.
Yeah, why leave?
Well, I mean, he's like, hey, they don't have the cops around. Like, he says that. Like,
it's true. It's true.
I heard cops are and so went back to my office. I didn't want to be involved.
I get that.
It's
I get that.
nefarious, but it's a fair alibi.
True. True.
Well, Scott's like did show up, like that's true. So it's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says afternoon. That's such a vague time period. That could be anywhere between like,
Yeah.
12 and 4. Well, maybe we take the health damage and press a couple things just to.
Yeah, that just load. I don't
Yeah.
really care.
Yeah.
You mean you saw Glenn Elk's dead body? I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth he called a hat. And what time was this? I don't know. Huh? You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with some ticking henpecker.
Of interest, Mr. Tigre. What winds you up the second most?
Huh? What do you think? Square watches. Is this guy for real? Look, all I needed to know was something bad was going down in that place. I didn't lose anything from that one?
Interesting.
Huh. Fuck
I
it,
mean,
I'm
do we
pressing
have-
on this one. I want to know
Yeah,
if he
out of
slips up
curiosity,
anything.
do we
here.
have a thing that is like, hey man, the dividers? Because he can't have saw him in his back if the dividers were up.
Well, I don't know. If you walk into a door, you might have been able to see something. He was also kind of on the edge of the table, on the left side of the table. So
Right, but that might.
I don't think it. I don't.
Yeah, he does specifically say I saw his back. Right.
I think that's not unreasonable.
Sure.
If you walked in and were like going to sit down at the restaurant, you could see everybody. Like, it's a tiny restaurant, so I think you would have easily been able to see everyone. Let me see. Yeah, like that's not. Yeah, well, you're right. He like if that divider is that tight, then no, I guess he wouldn't have been able to see it. So you could be onto something there.
Right. It might be what it's asking of us, but we can keep going before that.
Yeah, that's a good call though, because you wouldn't have seen him in theory.
Yeah.
If that's directly to be believed. No, I'm just gonna check the other stuff. Fuck it. So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tenderlander at all then. The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always like that when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you ever seen in there, if there are any issues. Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come? So that's why you decided to meet at Trebian?
You're going to over... You're
Usually
going over old ground again, right?
Sorry. Yeah. You will suck down the penalty, and you will like it. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Okay, yeah, that was just retreading old ground. When I saw the door to the joint, I saw one of these seen. I'm pressing everything. I don't care. So you didn't actually set inside... Okay. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then? The tiger's a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation. So when exactly did you pick up the matches?
There are matches just outside the front door. Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the sheriff after taking 5 books home.
Poor Gumshoe. It's almost almost enough to make a man cry. He said he never went inside. So you might be right. I think it might be the floor plans then. Probably gonna get penalized for pressing this one, but whatever. I would like the dialogue. You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did? What are you trying to say? You trying to tell me yous ain't never been guilty of nothing?
We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this.
The courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it?
It seems you've done it again, Mr. Wright. You've proven another man innocent. Wait, no. I must impose a penalty accordingly.
Cool. What a penalty for those two jokers and the garbage they keep coming up with. Well, Nick, what do you think? He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Gotta come right back at him with the contradiction. I've pressed him on everything and now they're telling me to press him? Hold on, let me see this. I don't think I got penalized for this one. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then? Because you can't, I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in a murder investigation. So, when exactly did you pick up the matches? There are matches just inside the front door. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I think it might be 4 plans on that one.
Nope. Well, maybe. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow
I'm
you.
not sure I follow you. Oh, no.
Okay.
Might be floor plans on... this, yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah,
was just
okay,
on
okay.
a different one. You good call. But luckily they do at least point out, like, he barely went inside, so no, he would not have seen that then.
Yeah.
Like, if he had walked inside, I would say, yeah, he would have been able to see it, I think. You probably would have caught something, but... I guess the door is right in front of the cash register, too, so... Yeah. Cool. Good call. You're something of a loan-collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. T. Gray? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. It's true. I found a bullet inside of a dude once. It was crazy.
I was just thinking.
And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
Huh, what's this, right? A new line of irrelevant questioning.
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. T. Gray. From there, your field of vision would not have would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
No, you fucking idiot. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
Why, that's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. Can't see shit. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
Fuck.
So from the entrance of Trebien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Wrong.
Wrong!
Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
We already established that this is probably not the case and that there were two... Godot, the chef just said he hid bodies. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer? Who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn L. And then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright revealed the identity of this criminal to the court. Easy.
Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, witness.
This is crazy. This always happens when Phoenix is on the case. Somehow the witness is always the murderer. It's crazy. Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you just don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dares you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts?
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright.
Oh no.
Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godot!
Mr. Godot!
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh no.
The servant girl brought him Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Whether the victim he saw the real victim or not, that doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
What are you talking about, Godot?
Well, he's saying
It
that
absolutely matters if the guy was faking his death because the person... What? She put nothing in it. It just made it look like it was. Well, I guess the idea here still is that,
so
like...
you think that Kudo testified that the waitress put something in a cup of coffee.
Right, and we've now established, or we're establishing that that was a setup.
Right,
and that person, that imposter didn't die.
Right, but we have to establish that Tigre had an accomplice, is all that,
right.
Kudo is pointing out.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned...
Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Yeah. Found your pen at last, right?
Is there something I don't know about the Spanish language? Would they pronounce that jaw?
Well, it's like, I don't know.
I know the J's are pronounced H's. I don't think it's the other way around, though.
Okay, I don't know.
I think it's just hostile. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I kind of like it, but I'm curious.
Pen would actually be pronounced pain, so it'd be found your pain at last, right?
Your pain!
Actually,
It was in my
there is a
pocket.
way they pronounce H's. I'm not quite sure how it is, though. It's like, it's a bit throaty. But it's not like French ha, but it's like a
Yeah, I remember being like Ache or something like that was how.
Hair.
Like for her, it's like hair.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, you're getting the R's down, so that's what matters. It was in my pocket. Anyway, now that I've thoroughly shit my pants. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Elg, and the waitress from behind.
yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. The guy literally said it as much. There's that face again. It will haunt me forever. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Gosh, who could it be? If only we knew another woman. I am.
Don't get horny, Judge. Who
is this woman?
Bring her here now! Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender. I just had a spoonerism for something that didn't even matter. It just flipped the words around.
Lender Tender.
Lender Tender. I mean Tender Lender. You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Voletta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. She had kind of a cackling laugh. She was just sitting in the corner cackling to herself. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There was only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real, and once for show. Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime is you.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry.
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, Wright? But you's missed out one real important thing. But that can't be.
Motive.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him, yous hear?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? Huh. What's a troublemaker?
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court.
I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tres Bien between yourself and the victim?
Yeah, I loaned out cash, about $100,000. A day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten this guy when he starts screaming. Yeah, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she did, everything would have been over.
Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. L was $50,000.
Yeah, well, he's got the VIG. You got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know. I don't know.
You just got the vigor, the vig. Vague. Viagra?
Viagra.
Huh.
He's got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know. Yeah, I wonder what that, like, that's interest, obviously, but what it's slang.
APR.
Yep. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd. The day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? Well, could have paid him back, but he's like, no, I would like the thing that I can sell on the black market for millions of dollars. Die.
Huh. It's US slang for the interest on a loan that is paid to a moneylender. Interesting.
Oh, so it's just it's not even slang, that's just a noun, VIG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. My mic was inside of my headset.
No wonder.
Short for vigorish?
The vigorish?
Yeah, vigorish. Interesting.
Yeah, I loaned out cash, about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. Kid had hit this payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I want $500,000. He really got... I think it's this. Because he did have a way to pay up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it this or is it this or is it this?
Might be both.
Yeah, it could be both.
Does the CD actually say worth millions? Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's that one.
Really? We're not there yet, I guess.
Fuck you.
Not there yet. Not there yet. Okay. That means... So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got really lucky, you know, real lucky. That waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over. We can still press. How much did he have left on his debt? You want it in round figures? About $100,000. That's the whole amount!
We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet.
What? You tell me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee?
He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elk.
That guy was smooth, I tell yous. Real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy then calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me. Maybe I can press everything in this one. Yeah, I guess they said the penalty wasn't in... Well, whatever. If I take a pip of damage, who cares?
Now, yeah.
Did he have any way of paying the loan back? The fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up till he handed a big win. Till he landed a big win. So I agreed to help him.
Help him? You?
I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a win. I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a big win. But the guy kept losing. So you were helping him for his sake, or yours. Went through compromise. Yous help me, I's help you. What's the difference, huh? I don't believe this. Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only lend you $5, max. Thanks a lot, Maya.
Sister.
That day we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day? What'd you think? The whole package, $100,000, including interest. That's a real heavyweight punch. Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it in my world, that's all you's gotta know.
And how many times has Mr. Elk been late with his repayments?
Once. And how much was he supposed to pay back every month? Wow.
That's nothing.
Wow.
Live forever.
$50. Sounds like Mr. Elk was in a real sticky spot. Yeah, at $50 a month, he'd never pay that huge loan off.
Wait, no, but that's good. Like, you can just take $1 million from this guy and then never have to pay it back. Like, what?
Right, but then I guess he's banking on you missing it once, so that he's like, all right,
Sure.
I want it all back now. So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. How much did he have left? Oh, did I just... Oh, I guess I already pressed this.
Okay. 50 cents in his wallet.
I'm about to flatten this guy. Then he starts screaming. Oh, please don't hurt me. Was that because the guy won the lottery? Was his last chance at a big win?
And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question.
That's it.
The Millionaire Radio show starts at 1:30 p.m. and runs for 10 minutes. That fixes the time you two met with some accuracy.
And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. All so that Mr. Crudo would see it. I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't never gonna forget it. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time? I don't remember. There was no one there. I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadaverini were all there at that time.
So, the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning?
Seems that way to me.
But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you? Huh. The Undying believes that your next roll will end the worst losing streak you ever had. That's what defines a true gambler.
He makes it sound so cool. Don't be tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it. Wow. All I know is the kid took a shot and he got lucky in the end. that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Yeah, like this is the
Everything
crazy
would have
one.
been
It's like, what are you
over?
talking about?
The waitress, you mean? The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? She hadn't gone in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Could you say that she reminds you of anyone?
Yeah, just in case. I know you watch anime, Mr. T. Gray. Maybe I should push a little on this.
I mean, I think that
I want to
the
know
would
what
have been
Maggie did.
Yeah, the would have been, I think, is this joke about shooting him, so...
What exactly are you implying the defendant did? How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Alex coffee. A likely theory, your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. T. Gray.
Let's not forget, this witness was actually at the scene, right?
The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I send down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split.
I see,
Bailiff, arrest him. Try to anyway.
Your Honor. The witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. I concur, Mr. Godot. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness.
So that's what you's after, Phoenix, right? Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over. The Tiger's trying to pin the crime on Maggie. If I ask him about what he saw, it's only going to damage our case. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Is yous all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony, or would you like it amended?
Have it amended. I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like the testimony amended. All right.
Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect your recent statements, please.
I was after the 100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy. Are you saying you had no other motives that day? Yeah, so what?
Then, why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you left?
Thank you, Godot. Let's see. Why'd you think? Because of Four Eyes over there. Because of Maggie? How about you go ask Four Eyes about the $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad, she poisoned Alex coffee. Okay, we've been there. It's actually at the scene. The law doesn't exactly. So I could. Yep.
Your Honor.
We already did this. Huh? That's what like testimony amended. Wait, I'm like changing the final line? Okay, if I press this again, ask him about what he saw. Well, what do you mean things would have been over and done with? Talking about the cash. I was there to get my. I'm a businessman. Yeah, this is weird. I'm not gonna get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like it amended. Amend your testimony. So now I believe the last line changes to something else.
Right.
Okay.
So I think we want all of this.
I think we're at.
I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy.
Yeah, we're at the bomber. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
What are you getting at, Wright? What else would a moneylender be after other than money?
Exactly. Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league of legends, Your Honor. Death. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. Ah.
What is that?
It's the gold. It's the master disc of StarCraft 2 that I found at a garage sale that I gave back to Blizzard instead of uploading to the internet anonymously. And they let me go to Blizzard.
Did they like try and upload it because?
No.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they posted it and were like, "This is crazy. I have this," and then Blizzard's like, "Give it back. We can sue you. Give it back."
Wait.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But-
What?
They gave it back because Blizzard was threatening them.
Right.
With a lawsuit.
So, right. And the guy just like posted like, "Look what I found, everyone." And it's like, if the guy had not said anything, he could have uploaded the source code for StarCraft 2 onto the internet for people to like fuck around with. And you would there's some really cool stuff probably would have come out of that.
Right. But
now
like,
obviously
he would have potentially gotten in a lot of fucking trouble if he had done that.
you go to the library and you upload it. Like,
sure.
you look into how to do it, then you do it, and then you never talk about it again.
VPN.
Fair enough.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
ways to do that.
Wait,
But the guy the guy didn't know any better, really.
Yeah.
And it was just like, "Hey, what's this?" And then Blizzard's like, "We need that back. That's a liability on our company." And I think they gave him like they only fucking gave him like a free fucking BlizzCon trip or something. They didn't even give him like lifelong subscriptions to everything. It was not like proper compensation, I think.
Worst deal in the history of deals.
Yeah. He got Reddit gold for it, probably. He got eClout for being a goody two-shoe. I'm gonna go with the guy didn't really know any better, so like, "Hey, what's this? I found this. I don't really play video games." But yeah. Anyway, what is that? A computer virus, Your Honor, known as League of Legends.
No, death.
A virus called MC Bomber.
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
God damn it. A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer? What does one of those do?
Play Solitaire, Your Honor.
Oh, solitaire!
I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important part. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
Several $1 million!
Give it here.
Give me.
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer at that. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money.
You're trying to suggest the witness' motive was to get hold of that program.
Yeah, exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, right? A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right away then? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us?
Okay.
Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Nuts. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. Ow. How much of this do you know? All of it. Well, most of it. These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million as a copayment.
$1 million.
And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue those HMOs.
The what?
You know,
HMO.
those
The homos?
NFTs. Those himbos.
It's himbos.
Huh. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Arrgh.
Oh, order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright.
Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Oh boy.
You say Cadaverini.
Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glenn Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't. And neither can I.
A lottery win.
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery.
This is pretty exciting, actually.
Which left Mr.
Like,
Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. Sprinkle a little crack.
That's pretty good, I gotta say.
So
Yeah,
he
that's-
resorted to illegitimate means. Oh, this is great.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And so Tigre, so he blackmailed the restaurant to like make the murder scene twice.
Yep. Because so the
crazy.
restaurant was in debt to him.
crazy.
I see.
Yeah, like it's this whole
Crazy.
slew, this whole chain of people
That's
owing other
really-
people money.
That's really clever.
Yeah, it's good. He murdered Glenn Elg and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird, whoever she happens to look like in this image, for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Like I said, Wright, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way a chef could have been kept in the dark about it.
He wasn't kept in the dark. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Order, order. Silence.
You've put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid created a witness and framed someone? If I did something like that, something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Wright? What was this trick you say Mr. Signor Tigre performed to frame the accused?
Unless it's something else, I'm pretty sure he posed as me. Yeah.
Yeah, he posted. Yeah. Because he fucked over Maggie. Yeah.
Yeah.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Certainly not I, the great and honorable judge, presiding over these hearings.
No, of course not. No. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor.
What?
I'll kill myself.
I'll
kill whoever.
Deal's so good, I'll kill myself.
Yeah, deal's so good, everybody I know is dead. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago in this very court, you posed as me. Orange sauce.
What? That's...
The truth.
But... The witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright! Wait a minute, that card.
Wait a minute, that hair.
Although... Now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No doubt about it. No doubt it was you. Standing in here, this very court, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I had ever seen! Oh my god! Can you prove that, Kratz?
Whoa, hold up. I'm the judge.
Prove that the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man. Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Roll.
Hey. Forget about it, yeah?
Forget about it.
I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir?
This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Wright, here in court, we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godot is right.
Your Honor?
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge.
with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by memory without evidence to support it.
No!
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness.
And then immediately arrest him.
The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre is dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far!
You say he impersonated Glenel. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to the murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Ah! In the darkest hour, the hero always arrives. Ha!
Coming. I can feel it. The ground's rumbling.
The
He's
rumbling.
so huge. Da-dee-da.
Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled. You's got that? All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Ha. Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
Not so fast, pal. Oh. I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
Sometimes all a man needs is one piece.
Yo, pal.
Don't give up dreaming. Believe This witness cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Hold it.
Yo, yeah, yo!
Your Honor, sir. Oh my god, look at him! He even brought a devil fruit!
Oh fuck, it's the shot of fucking, Francisca bursting in. She's got the bag!
Yeah, I know! Oh my god. Wait! Oh my god.
Detective!
Detective Gumshoe! Sorry I took so long, pal. I almost said you were a Gepgun. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
Ooh, what is it, detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence.
What? You doing something impressive?
Enormous.
He's
He's got the hands in the pockets. We are in the lobby and the music is still banging. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prince, pal, from the medicine bottle. Oh, so do you know who the prince belonged to now? You think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Clear as crystal all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paws prints, all right. That's great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elg's coffee. He already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's Not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie! You've been working on something for me? Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of here right now. Detective Gumshoe! Wait! He's gone!
No!
Dude, he smoke bombed out of there. Is there anything we could do now, Nick? I wish there was.
Huh?
Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. Only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put into pocket. 3:04 p.m.
I like the notion that all the evidence is in his pocket.
In his pocket. Dude, he was carrying the samurai spear with him.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes.
Don't keep us all in suspense, Wright. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we?
Think, Phoenix! Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste! How much more of my time you's gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but you's lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright.
I think we bluff on the new piece of evidence we have. I think that's... It has to be, right?
I think we bluff on the poison bottle. What does the poison bottle say?
Bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket.
Maybe we bluff on this. Say we found Tigre's prints on it.
I don't think we
Bottle of
can.
poison.
Like, we can't just straight up lie. We have to present something true,
Well,
and then
yeah.
we have to have him let his guard down somehow.
Okay, well, I guess
I
we-
think it has to be
Okay.
this.
Okay.
It would be weird if it wasn't. This is the defense's final piece of evidence.
Isn't that the victims?
Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What?
Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. Oh my god. My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle. Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? Well, I guess we are lying about poison in a bottle.
Okay. Yeah.
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils. Potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide?
The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. He's gonna slip up and be like, that's not the bottle I used.
That's not the bottle, you dope.
Come on. Well, how do you explain that? You make a good clown, you know that? What? Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
Kill him.
Love it. As the noose tightens so snugly.
Heavy chain, that does
That does break my neck.
You break my neck, yeah.
No, this is the bottle with we found traces of the poison in. Don't mess with the tiger, you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. Love it. Fucking. Though nothing was better than the So what'd you do after that? Well, obviously I chased to go hit her in the head. I mean, got him at last. What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle is the bottle you're referring to. Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But yous ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said?
What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known about what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. Yous don't know who's you messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure. The last piece of evidence was phony. That's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer? It was all played out by you. The biggest phony of all! And then the elevator stopped. Oh, nice. Nice!
That's cool.
He broke the fucking windows. He killed us also. The camera broke. Oh no.
What's going on?
It looks like a blackout. Nice.
Well done, Wright. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you.
Oh my god, he threw it at Phoenix. Why did you throw it at him? What?
Savor it.
It was a blackout. Perfect opportunity. He still made the shot. Oh wait, he's got laser vision.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When you watch the police, restrain your prey.
That's pretty good though. He's like, all right, you deserve this one.
Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
Excellent, Judge. Thank you.
I'm the best.
That was incredible, Judge.
Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Godot? He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glen Elk, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was.
And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
He challenged the
Indeed.
Phoenix.
He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Frudio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal. Ha! The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there.
Yeah. Godot.
Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
Not
like someone.
guilty. Looks like someone. We still don't know.
Not guilty.
She's like 8 feet tall. Holy shit.
No wonder Gumshoes likes her.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
January 8th, 4:10 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. And now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger. Tiger. Birdie. How did I forget to make that joke?
What?
It's when Betty's looking at tiger. Tiger.
Wait, when who?
Birdie.
Betty.
When in Kung Pao End of the Fest, when
Got it.
Betty's looking at the scroll and he's like,
Yeah.
tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger. Birdie. Birdie. Yeah. Fuck. I was
You
all
made it
right there.
now.
I know. I feel like I've been so late and mistime everything.
Wait, look,
No,
Nick!
look at the door! Fuck!
I'm gonna die!
Oh my god, fuck me!
On yourself! I'm picking you up back and I'm shooting you in the head! Look at the rabbits, Alex! Oh my god!
Let's all look at the door.
Oh my
I can't
God.
fucking believe this.
Someone that
I'm putting on the clown nose. I'm putting on the clown nose.
What happened?
the last
I
time we were
have-
having this conversation about like mistiming jokes and like unused material was Alex said, "Man, I haven't had a chance to make an Armstrong impression. Let's all look at the door." But like as he was complaining about this, Armstrong like the character Armstrong that we were interrogating said something about looking at like
the floor
in a
plans.
direction. Yeah, and it was just like, and then we could be like beating ourselves up to the fact that we stumbled on the joke. And as we were like talking about this very concept again, Maya goes, "Look at the door."
Let's all look at the door.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I'd been thinking about like, God, I gotta make the let's all look at the door joke, and then for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I'm never gonna make it, I guess, so I'm just gonna say it now. And then the very next thing, and then this whole fucking case was Tiger and Bird.
Well, let's all look at the door.
Well, let's all look at the door.
That is the door.
That is the door. The whole fucking building. Detective Gumshoe. I guess I'll be heading off and see you around, pal. Woo! Wait. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Oh, well, I was... Well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around.
No.
Wait up, detective. He just ran off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use. Yes, it was, but it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Yeah, it might be the lunchbox.
I think it has to be the lunchbox.
Yeah.
Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick? Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this. I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He is a detective. He has to report the facts and what he knows. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. He is down bad for you, Maggie. Can we just tell her that? I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. You want $1 million?
Take that.
You want $1 million virus?
Take that.
Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies, you know. Maya. Not now. Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, that trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this now? Aw. So, how is it, Maggie? It's really good. That's a happy Maya. So the case of the phony versus the genuine. Oh, I need to read fast. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. And another spin-off game.
Sure. And the police station got rid of the virus. The end.
Uh-huh. Of course. That won't mean anything. Oh my god!
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
Holy
Frame.
fucking shit!
Drip.
Yeah,
Frame suit, bro.
he's
We're-
perfect.
We,
This was the jacket that was in Rise from the Ashes that was just on his
dude,
wall.
we're
Yeah,
going
that was-
back.
that was on the wall.
We're going back in
Back
time again.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god! I'm not ready.
Before it began, I gotta go pee.
Okay, I will
I'll
do.
be right back.
Look at that fucking outfit, bro.
Oh yeah. He's cheesing.
Your Honor, my client is simply absolutely cheesed to meet you.
Absolutely cheesed. What are you meowing about, cat? What are you fucking meowing like that for? Come here. My cat's over there like, no, moo. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Are you okay? Are you like I'm what?
Master, it is time to feed me. I know you just filled up my bowl 10 minutes ago, but I am going to starve.
Just pick the cat. Just picked her up and she stopped. Hi. Just want me to pay attention to you. I thought you could sit with me. Stand on my control. Come here. There's a bed. Bed. Smoke my pot, cat. No, not crazy.
All right. And 8 on the right side. Oh, God.
I'm getting the 11:02. I'm gonna drink this cold brew. I don't know why I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
I was literally going to say, like, at 11:02, I will drink this cold brew. Ooh! Oh, the places you will go. Okay.
I checked out. It's like a 7-Eleven cold brew, and the guy was like, "Is this that shit that Michael? Is this that shit Michael Jackson drank before he died?" And I was like,
What? I need you to tell that to Alex when he gets back, because that's fucking hilarious. Is this that shit
I'm back.
MJ drank before? He said that to you?
he said that to me.
It's so fucking funny, dude. What the hell?
All right.
I'm back to Alex.
Yo,
What's up?
Ryan, fucking say what you just said to me, Ryan. That shit was ridiculous.
I bought this cool like can of coffee. It's just cold brew
Mm-hmm.
at like 7-Eleven, and I'm checking out, and it's like I have water and a sparkling water,
Uh-huh.
and then he's like water, and it's like a sparkling water. It's called Liquid Death. So he's like reading each can, right?
Okay.
It's like liquid Death, and then he goes to scan the coffee, and he goes, "Is this that shit that Michael Jackson drank before he died?" And I was
Huh?
like, "What?"
What?
Is this,
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? It's
is this that shit MJ drank?
No,
Was it?
No.
no,
No.
I don't know.
This is
Michael
a new
Jackson
I was like, I
product.
think that was like drugs,
Michael
bro.
Jackson died of a medical malpractice case, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
he's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, his doctor
Lord,
fucked up his
probably.
prescription for pain medication.
I see.
He took the prescribed amount before he went to sleep and he died.
Hey. Well, worse ways to go. Anyway. So
Sorry,
I'm going to go
me-
ahead and
Back
guess.
to our regularly scheduled drip.
God, this isn't regularly scheduled drip at all. This is exceptional drip from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, this is. Look at this man.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm looking at him.
Oh my god.
Maya
this-
pales in comparison.
Like, it's
There's
just
one on the
Virgil.
left
This is
there.
the most Virgil he's looked.
It's true.
brother,
It's true.
brother. If I was like a ace prosecutor in my 20s, I would dress like that.
Me too. I love just that. If I fucking you had to ramp up the intensity. So I'm guessing that this is gonna be the first case Mia was involved with that was alluded to at the beginning. Or we're playing as Edgeworth. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's fucking see.
I'll say I'll be really curious I'm curious to see how this happens.
The girl. Let her go. Oh my god.
The series is so dramatic.
Shut up! Come closer! Come closer and I'll kill her! Lana, sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Oh! Oh! That's a tough body to recover. Wait.
Yeah.
Are you okay, buddy?
No, he's not.
No, he's on
First case
4chan.
in my long time. Yeah, mention Mia Fey. Fugitive data. Terry Falls. Charge kidnapping, murder. Death penalty. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. It was a whole year before Mia and I ever met.
Solid kids.
Why is Phoenix dying? 6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. Okay, that's what I figured. And Hawthorne was Dahlia's last name, I believe. Yeah, yeah,
That's correct.
yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. That's all right. February 16th, 9:24 a.m.
You ain't from Michigan unless you done this.
I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. All right. He just kept it with him, huh?
The old ball and chain.
All right.
He didn't know he was a fucking inmate.
Eee!
He didn't get it.
Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls. My first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Well, I imagine this one's not going to go too well for us. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why'd you escape anyway? I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. Let me just check something real quick. Valerie autopsy report. Stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. 23, police officer and the victim. The key witness in the case against Falls 5 years ago. Age 25. My client sentenced to death 5 years ago. Escaped from custody 2 days ago. Okay. But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Oh god. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
And I know you have a thing for helpless men.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. That much is true. He did meet with... She's why he escaped. But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left. She was alive, it's true! I can trust him, right? I mean, I should!
You're ready for this one?
My finger weighs so heavy as I...
It's so good.
Oh! My lord!
Look at that man.
Now this I can accomplish!
Now this
I could actually pull off!
he met you halfway.
Huh! Oh, that
Yeah.
red. Wow.
Yeah.
He...
With the complementary color switch.
Like, I don't got that chiseled of a face, but...
Hey, it's
Literally
hold on,
me. Dude, that's
Right.
literally me.
It literally
Man.
you.
It's literally me. If anyone wants to know what I look like, it's that. That's as close as we're getting. But, you know, worse than that, because no one looks that good.
Look at that, like,
Oh,
the smolder, bro.
I
Yeah,
know.
you have
You
that.
haven't seen
Look
his
at you
eyes
have
yet?
that majestic of the mane, though.
that resting- That
He
resting
looks like a,
smug.
he looks like a lion.
Yeah, like he lost this ability because he's got the fucking visor on.
Ow.
He lost that eye
But in
fucking.
theory, this is the point where you're supposed to like figure out who this guy is. But like obviously, it's like
You know, you figure it out a minute into the game, though.
yeah.
Here's Mr. Diego. You're not gonna figure out the
Diego
truth
Armando.
by just staring at the guy. Why are you here, sexy? Haha. I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. Oh my god. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Huh. That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Armando. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
So it sounds
Me.
like you guys knew
It's
a
me,
little bit.
Diego.
You guys knew a bit about Godot before coming into this. They kind of like
Dude, the first
No.
case mentions how
Me and his
a
boyfriend
guy
was
named
poisoned
Diego got poisoned
by drinking coffee.
by drinking coffee, and then Godot shows up and goes, "I'm here to fight you from the depths of hell." So it's like
that's right.
it's
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
obvious who Godot is. He even like when Mia shows up for a very brief time in one of the cases.
Yeah, he like freaks out.
He's like, no, he's actually pretty calm about it. He kind of just like lets her do what she wants.
Yeah.
It kind of goes with whatever she says. 27. A hotshot lawyer. My senior and rival at the office. A bit smug.
A bit.
A bit.
He's
Yeah, so actually-
ungodly cool. A bit smug.
So I
He's also a
imagine
defense
that-
lawyer here, yeah.
The
He never prosecuted a case before.
It's true.
I imagine that the culprit of the first trial will show back up at some point. Then, yeah.
Yeah, like we know who poisoned Godot.
Right, but we don't know what Godot was talking to her about that led her to poison him.
Right.
We don't know that, but we do know that she... Remember, the first trial was Phoenix and... whatever the other guy's name was.
Swallow. Dick Swallow.
Yeah, Dick
Balls.
Swallow. Ball
Already
Swallow.
killed Swallow.
Oh,
Doug Swallow.
Doug Swallow. Mr. D's nuts.
only,
He
only
got...
they were so bold.
He was...
Mr. Dick and also balls.
Right,
They're
in that
cock-and-ball.
case, Dahlia pushed him into a live power line that was down and killed
Ouch.
him by electrocution
Right.
that way.
Right.
Wait, I
because
got
he
one.
knew
I got
she
one.
had poisoned someone.
Yeah, what's up?
I got a really good one. It's
Yeah.
like Mr. Balls, but then he's like, but then you're like, don't call me Mr. Balls is my father. You can call me Handle These Balls.
Handle these balls. Please call me handle these. Please, my father's name was Mr. Spampton. Please call me Spampton. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. Are they required to wear red?
Yes.
I like the
maybe.
green more, I think.
Oh,
I like the
absolutely.
green more.
I don't know,
Yeah,
that red's
no,
pretty
that's-
nice, though. I like
But if
me
you
a
were like,
sharp
if you
red
were a
dress
flashy
shirt.
man who looked like this, you'd be wearing red too.
Red's my best
Look,
color.
when the hair turned white, he knew he had to go with green.
It's the tie on his other outfit that really does it all, though. The white tie.
Sure.
The
Yeah,
pure
yeah,
white
yeah.
tie brings it all together. No. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're wild.
I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. And is definitely not good at what he does.
Oh, he's wearing the 3-piece suit though.
Really?
The-
However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time.
You wish a man like that would call you kitten.
I know.
Yeah.
A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him. But not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice...
Because I know you, Mia. And I know you have a thing for helpless men.
For stupid idiot men.
The stupid idiots.
I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Thank God we get to see Mia again.
Her perfect expressions.
Oh, cheeked up again!
Double cheeked up.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's what yeah.
shit. Brad, what was the voice you did for this guy? I'm not gonna make you do the voice, but...
I think I was doing like an Android 16 kind of like, it's been real.
Yeah.
do you want to give me? I can do anybody.
Okay. Well, if you want to do... Well, I don't know. What do y'all think? I'll just do Mia because she's the main character here, so I'll just do her. But
I'm feeling a little. I'm feeling a little bit better at this point,
uh-huh.
so I could probably voice someone.
Okay. Well, I guess Diego, Judge, and Edgeworth.
Are on the table.
I'm down to do Edgeworth. I like voicing him.
Okay.
I did Diego.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Then, I guess Tommy, that leaves the judge, and if you want to do any of the witnesses, of course.
Sure. I'll do the judge and the witnesses.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something funny to do for this guy.
It's the dumbest thing possible. Just start and it'll come through.
Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls.
Oh, wooga. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Look how young he looks! Oh my god!
Prosecution has been ready for a while.
Look at that baby face!
Yeah, he's like 20
He's
years
cute.
old.
He's a little twink.
He looks fucked.
He looks breedable and submissive. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the fucking like
His
ruffles
glowy
just kills me.
eyes.
He's got hope. He's a killer.
Open those dead eyes yet.
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
So, you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecution office at quite an early age.
At 20, Your Honor.
Oh, he's got the dead look in that picture still. 20. Today's his court debut.
That's crazy.
There's some trauma though.
Oh my
I
god.
guess a little kitten
He's fucking
hasn't earned
wide.
herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Oh man, we got the right guy for Diego.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my god. He's huge.
Look at that face.
I'm drinking coffee like him too.
Excellent.
Literally me.
Literally me. Literally us.
Literally us.
I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself. Okay. Come on, Mia. You can't lose, not to someone younger than you. Oh, I like his fast. No, no, no.
Young people running a trial. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row.
Jeez.
2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely.
But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison.
What a perfect profile.
Alex is taking it all
I
in.
gotta take, dude. I don't know how long I get to look at this.
On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death.
You got it, kitten.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago.
His shiny eyes.
I love it. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
That's a good word. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was...
So it would be a really good touch if he was doing the sleeve gripping thing that he would eventually
Right.
grow out of. But obviously,
Yeah.
copying Von Karma, he would do the grip.
Yeah,
He's got a little bit of it going on there. That's more of that pose.
He is doing the pose, yeah.
Yeah, his other pose was a little more
Oh,
lax. His other cross arm was a
Yeah.
little more lax, and I believe he tapped his finger.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he is copying the pose still. Yeah, and what was finally decided in the case was... Aha!
a
Yeah.
certain witness's testimony.
Now make the
That's
kissy
a
lips.
good one.
A witness's testimony?
Is it Lana?
It sure
It's not Lana.
no, it's not Lana,
It
but
looks-
it sure as
yeah.
fuck looks like her. That's you, Brad.
Oh, the testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be...
Exactly. The victim, the same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Now that just comes naturally.
Okay, so what he said was the bridge
Clearly.
thing was 5 years ago.
Yeah, he was talking about the
Okay,
case
okay.
from 5 years
Okay,
ago.
okay.
Yeah,
I just want to be clear.
and how yeah.
Aha!
Ah, ooh,
I
he gets like the
see.
big eyes.
The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him.
They all Ah!
The truth is now becoming clear to me.
Huh?
Yes, yes. It's
It's quite obvious. The defendant is guilty.
Jackson. But wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Okay.
Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Bro, you're like
I'm gonna beat it out of you.
I want to kiss this man.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Anyway, guilty.
And now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
No fucking way.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Since him at 25.
He hasn't
Like-
changed.
How old is he?
He's like 25
he would
here.
be.
He's
It
like
would
31,
be.
32.
Yeah, he should be 25 here.
Okay.
Well, that's how it works in Japan. You cap out at 25,
And then you
Yeah.
stay that way for
and then you
Just
stay that way
old
until you're
guy.
35, and then
Yeah,
once
oh,
you're
right,
35, you die.
Shit.
Yeah. Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe
Impressive.
anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes?
You know, Gumshoe had
What
talked
is
about
it?
how he had been cross-examined by Mia.
Yes,
in the
yes,
last
he did.
case.
Yes, he did. You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you.
Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
Your pee-pee.
I'll make your pee-pee ache. Me.
Oh, okay, I got it. I'll keep my eyes in my head,
Now,
sir.
detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Let's all look at the door.
5 yards.
Look at this diagram.
Are you telling me that this new murder took place back where the other murder happened?
Of course.
Okay.
Let's kill ourselves now, boys.
Alright. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge that is broken. You gotta jump really hard, I can do it. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. Why wouldn't you just throw her in the river? He was captured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. What?
I see.
$40 fucking feet.
Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that that they even met there.
Your Honor.
Tommy, you should try like a Swedish judge.
Swedish?
Do you have a Swedish?
No.
If you would
Don't.
listen, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Certainly did meet.
And most certainly.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you, wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser.
Hoser.
Detective, proceed with your testimony.
The judge is gonna fight everyone. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready.
He's huge.
Fucking
He's enormous.
Look at this man.
Summary of the incident. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make it get away. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up on the base of the mountain.
Damn, son.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
Naturally.
Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
I'm not trembling. It's just it's cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner here. In here. Huh.
Ah, you got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching.
Cross-examination!
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. This unknown person? You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? Defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk. Confidential police materials written by the victim.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Ah, looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
It's that detective's fault. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. Oh, jeez. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? That cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. I'm not cute.
Oh man.
I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
Okay, 1:21 p.m., February 14th. Falls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification.
Talk to Dahlia.
Okay, wait, okay, hold on. Let me... Confidential police materials written by the victim. Falls called, 4:30. 4:30 at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. So she was told to wear a white scarf for identification, I guess. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time, the whole truth must come out.
It's on Valentine's Day.
It's on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Huh. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls.
Yeah, I guess they're making a joke with his name because, like, people fall off this bridge.
Yeah.
These falls, yeah.
Yeah. A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant. That's why.
What do you mean by that?
If you remember 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
I see. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls.
Ha! Returning to the scene of crime. How nostalgic.
And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move, we've got you surrounded."
Nice.
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly?
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
Ha! If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed.
She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Did we... No, it was just this. Okay. Criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls had a car then. Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
Okay. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? There's a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Okay. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, dead body!
What a looker. That doesn't look too comfortable.
Holy shit, a dead body. Someone should do something about this. We are, Your Honor. Oh.
Wonderful.
The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah.
For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
We're talking about a woman here. You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
Miles Edgeworth's knife, sir.
Miles,
Here, a photo of the
shit.
trunk, but I don't see... Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange to you. Anyway.
Yeah, I do.
What do you see?
What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing!
I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car.
Nothing. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says... sorry. I told a little lie. Or something like that.
Oh, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested.
Bradley.
Precisely.
Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kind of close. And later, any later, and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by.
Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony.
A trap?
Walk into it carelessly, and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh?
No, it's not!
Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards.
The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. Ah, jeez. We have nothing.
Brad, what were you saying was weird about this?
The only thing that looks fishy there is the key on the...
Well, the
where you
trunk's
put the
just...
key in the trunk, yeah.
Oh yeah, he just busted it open because he stole the car, I guess.
So the car, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's no blood.
Yeah, she did get stabbed in the back.
She was wearing a thick coat.
Yeah, but
It is weird, but it is like, well...
people got all this blood in them. She's also like crooked
Yeah.
up a little bit. Huh.
Is she wearing a scarf?
I don't think she was. No, she wasn't. Unless that's it on her waist there. Like, no, that's just the ruffles in her. Yeah.
No, the
Yeah,
scarf's missing.
I guess she's missing the scarf. At a car. Yeah, but where do I present that? Stolen. I don't know how to feel about car thieves. Oh, this is weird. I'm in a new testimony just now, right now. I'm in like I'm in like a sub testimony.
So now you throw the scarf thing.
Yeah.
There's traps.
Wait, did I press
traps.
this initially? I think I did.
Yeah, you pressed it.
Yeah, I think they talked
But-
about the knife. Okay,
Yeah,
then yeah. Witness.
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
Grr, you should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this.
I don't know if I like this.
Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy.
Well, if you're still too young to be drinking real coffee,
Come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective. Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note. It very clearly says, Wear white scarf for identification. Doesn't get more smug than that.
It's a really good face.
The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request.
It's a girl boss
I
energy.
have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
My horny.
The caller told herself to wear to identify herself, so I expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this?
I see the defense is a little lacking.
What'd you fucking say? I'll kick your ass, kid.
The scarf you are searching so desperately for is this one, perchance.
That's blue!
That's blue, Edgeworth.
Edward's wearing a white
Wait.
scarf. It was him.
It's him! He's got the scar!
It was in his car.
Yeah, with the good old I withheld evidence.
Oh yeah,
You
that,
mean
that
this?
scarf is outdated. Where'd you find that, sir?
On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
Why didn't you tell me?
I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know.
That hotshot sure has flair for the dramatic.
Look who's talking.
Okay, that shot of him turning to look at us reminds me of something from like Gaku and Handsome.
Oh, absolutely.
Like his proportions are insane.
Dude, it is otome as hell.
Yeah.
For the ladies.
They did it on purpose.
Based on gay
It's not
manga.
Ladies.
It's not
It's for
exactly
ladies.
white as the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for.
It seems that it spent some time in the mud.
Almost white doesn't mean it was white.
Fuck you. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
The court will accept the scarf in evidence.
Worn by the victim at the time of the incident. Found on Dusky Bridge.
Now, the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself. I'd like to move on to the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his swarmy little neck and fucking just pull.
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, and with hard evidence, that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred here.
What occurred there?
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Everything is moving as at his whim.
Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
A genius, huh? Events on Dusky Bridge. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. Where's the hat? This photo was taken by okay. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. So where's the murder weapon?
Looking at this photo. You really get the sense that the bridge is very high up.
About a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
I'm scared.
Oh no, it can't. They
It
can't.
can't be.
It can't
It
be.
can't be.
A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify.
The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify.
Get him in.
I'm not sure how I feel about
I
that.
accidentally clicked. Seems to have been taken by the witness.
So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity.
Okay. Alright.
I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again, that's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet.
Hmm.
What do you mean, I don't exactly like your tone of proper proceedings.
I said he was guilty. I want blood.
Also, you're a woman. You're not allowed to talk.
Sheesh.
Hey, man, that's probably... I'm sure that's happened. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Who is this eyewitness? He's a college student. A female college student. That's right. Meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all.
What is that supposed to mean?
Prosecution has more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of some female college student.
A female college student, eh? I like to get her on my stand, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, she's female and a college student, sir.
Dirty old judge.
If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why.
Is her name Dahlia? Shit.
Is she the sister of the victim?
Fuck.
Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question.
Accidentally taken.
Uh-huh.
The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright? So, about the witness who took this photo, what was this person doing all the way in the mountains? He was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently.
There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there.
The spirits, now that you mention it in this photo. This cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it.
No, Your Honor, no, I don't think it's a ghost. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that this court's in right now.
What a day for flower picking.
Looks like a cold front just moved in.
In any case, the point is that the area was quite damp.
Anyways.
There was even some fog.
I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Jeez. You could have died, taking everyone with you. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That doesn't add up. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach.
I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Like brutal? Like B-R-U-T-A-L? Brutal?
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? What does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? His mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. He's Canadian.
Damn it. Oh my god. I had a chance.
Do you have a Canadian?
I wonder if he's Canadian.
Not really. Eh?
Do like French Canadian. Ha! Save your nasty look for the right person.
Huh?
Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. Court record, huh? Yeah, that's just gonna be the photo. Must have been when the scarf fell off. So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. From what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me.
Ah, talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo.
So what do I do?
You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean?
Of course I do!
So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere hidden in the testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance.
Ryan, your accent's so good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's very good.
We get the professional in.
I got that's my Cuban. My
Yeah, the Cuban.
side.
Did someone take over Edgeworth for just a little bit? I just lost a
Sure,
piece
sure,
and didn't find it, that's all. Be right back.
A whole gun he lost.
Really? Really?
It's about as fake as your tits.
They're real. Oh shit. Alright, it's
shit.
real then.
How about you?
I guess I don't think anything of it either. Die.
We don't have a problem, but we do have a penalty.
Huh. What else
What did
we
you
got?
presented?
The witness photo, because they're facing each other.
Right. It is like, how did she get stabbed in the back? It might be the diagram of the bridge, because it's like if she was pushed, she would have fallen off the bridge. There's a hole. Wait, what does Gumshoe say? She was pushed and fell on her
Oh,
stomach?
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah. How is that not it then? Ah! Her clothes aren't muddy.
Was she pushed on the bridge or off the bridge?
She was not pushed off the bridge. They wouldn't have found the body.
I meant like off, as in they weren't on the bridge.
They were on the
She was
bridge.
pushed off of the bridge, yeah.
She was pushed down on the bridge.
Right. But it's not like there's necessarily mud on a bridge, you know?
But they established there was mud on the bridge.
Okay.
Yep. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. You ever been to Florida? It's like that. Don't go there. Yeah. Oh. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
It's on tilt.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that
Don't fit. Tommy.
Oh, my tummy hurts.
Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
That's exactly right.
I knew that.
The other day, I fell on my moody street, and my gorgeous pale beard was befouled.
Your what?
My gorgeous playoff beard.
There's nothing gorgeous about that beard, Your Honor. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day.
Wet.
What?
However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
He's Canadian!
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
and-
Hockey playoffs.
Yeah,
Okay,
hockey players
playoffs,
typically have beards, also. Kind of the legal league.
Alright, I'm back.
You just missed the dumbest possible fucking line you could have gotten to
Fortunately,
read.
I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
I've yet to test that.
Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of
Prove
the
that magnets
bridge?
work.
Huh.
A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Shut up, Diego. Neither would a real woman! Ugh.
Yeah,
Of course I can.
fuck him.
I guess
There's
the scarf.
evidence.
Yeah.
The evidence is this scarf. Ah! I hate the color blue.
Obvious.
It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Bimbo!
Oh, he just says it.
That's it.
Ooh, the
That's it,
sexism.
little boy.
Yeah,
Sexism.
face. That's
He got wider, I think. His face is more like sharp.
That's fishy as fuck.
Yeah. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. I know you buy white bread all the time at that store. I always try to get the Wonder Bread. No wonder it's always gone. Hey, same to you, buddy.
He's a bimbo also?
The himbo.
Limbo,
This
yeah.
phase assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation.
Allow me to play 4D chess.
Let's look at this explanation and let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
All right. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Ah! You're doing pretty well for a little kitten.
Yeah, no, the proportions are all out of whack on this.
Oh
on
my
him.
god, look at these.
Yeah.
Dude, his
Yeah.
head is so
He's big.
tiny compared
He's
to
at
the rest
least
of
like
shoulders
them.
7
are-
feet.
Insanely
least
wide.
7
His torso
feet.
is a fucking rectangle.
Yeah, he's fucking enormous with no head.
Dunking buckets, dude. He's dunking fucking like.
No wonder he could fit so
He's
much
playing
coffee.
street ball,
Yeah, talking
it's-
about-
playing pickup matches.
God. Mr. Armando.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. Is either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence is one of those three.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court, but we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yeah. The false evidence in this case is the witness testimony, I imagine.
Yeah, because the other two things are true.
Yeah, we have
The photo exists. And
the
body
photo's
was in the
there
trunk.
and the body was
Yeah.
found. Yeah, witness's testimony. It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is outdated, is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true.
It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, observe how well my cheeks clap. He's got a point.
Impressive. I think I do like that. It appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
No, Your Honor, the cheeks, though.
Bailiff clap his cheeks.
You should brace yourself.
Oh no, here he comes!
Embrace yourself for the clapping of my cheeks. And for the brutal truth. Mostly the clapping.
Mostly the clapping. Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. Be prepared to present our witness at any time.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
Please bring forth Betty.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Bring out the white woman.
Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry if that's like super loud.
No, you were
You're
fine.
fine.
You're fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eye.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Edgeworth, she defiles your boyfriend.
What?
What was that?
Witness, what is your name and occupation?
Welcome back, bitch.
You bitch. Alright, Ryan, you're up. Oh. You did the voice the first time.
It's true.
Damn.
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh, I do like that.
I do like this. When I look at you, how can I put it?
Actually, I'm gonna take Dahlia if you don't mind.
Sure,
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
How can I put it?
You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dono.
Shut the fuck up.
What a ladies' man. Really knows how to woo 'em.
I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have fun.
Jesus, Judge. Hey, not so fast.
It's just the actual dialogue.
Edris like, good thing I'm gay.
As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate.
No.
I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her.
No.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man.
He's such a gentleman. He sure doesn't act like one of me. Sir? Oh, she can talk!
Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make lots of mistakes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Anyway,
gotta go take care of something. I'll be right
I
back.
just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
Dahlia.
They got it wrong in the first case. Got it.
Got it. It's Melissa Foster.
Yeah. All right, we're done.
We've been jumping to conclusions here.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
That's Goksei for you.
Should have said botany, because you're pretending to take pictures of flowers, but whatever.
Eh.
Brad.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? How can you be so mean?
Now, see here. What are you doing? Shoving that in her face like that?
Shove my weenie.
But she just,
I'll
it's
show
just
you.
a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Penalized.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taken. Hmm? Is she? Staring at me? And you would be... Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are. Okay.
Man, so good.
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Ooh woo. Oh wait, that was for the snake woman in the first game. The witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. They reset to neutral, that's why I got them in that stance. You know how it goes. And right after that, I called the police. Wrong, there is no neutral in MVC.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Okay.
Oh ho ho, what a cute camera, just like its owner.
Where's Franziska when you need her, man? Melissa Foster took the
fucking
witness's
freak,
photo with this, a small but powerful model.
Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination.
I swear to God, if you speak to her, I'll beat your ass. Okay. Yeah, he's 26 here, okay.
I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
Witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing the glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly.
This one's somehow crazier than the other one.
Yeah, absolutely, he's insane.
He's nuts.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
He makes me miss the normal judge. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
No. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a real serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them. Like some kind of peeping Tom. Oh, you can peep at me all you want, baby.
No.
Oh, hello?
Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight, too. In fact, I can't get enough of it.
My God.
Incredible.
Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
What the fuck?
Understandable, as long as you're doing your job, I guess. Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought maybe you overheard what they said. Oh, God. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
I will later be murdered because they eavesdropped on me. Urgh. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment of them standing there. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
This guy is insufferable. So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation.
That was certainly a tough luck for the criminal, eh?
That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
There you go. If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. Alright. I believe it's the bridge photo because they're not fighting in it. Did I notice the... Well, let me just check again. I don't think...
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, I don't think the camera is gonna matter here. Yeah, I think it's... They were fighting. It's the worst fight ever if that's the case.
They were fighting. Okay, where?
Okay, where? It was really intense neutral. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
It's the highest level neutral where no one does anything.
Yeah, it's like that match at Sam Show where the controller broke and Wooly was like,
look at this. The mind games running through their head. They're battling in their minds.
This is Samurai Showdown. Wait.
Are there controllers involved?
This is a technical issue. Oh.
Wait, who said that?
Wooly. Because he was yeah, he was commentating at some tournament for Sam Show because he was really into Sam Show at the time.
This is footsies. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Well, that's what that game looks like. That game is a whole lot of shimmying and standing there.
I'll try to find the photo to you.
Took the photo.
So funny.
I think it's the photo. Crazy.
There's a rock in your way.
Action.
Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see...
Photo was presented was the only one there was.
Photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
No. My apologies, young lady. But this phase assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film.
This photo is the last one. What?
The Unfortunately, that is the truth.
Yep. Okay, I was gonna say that's not a digital camera, clearly. Well, I guess it could be still, but it appears to have the slot for the film reel.
The film, yeah.
It is the truth.
I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
Show them to the court!
Like a cute little girl. Frolicking
Oh,
around.
showed him to the court, yeah.
The witness herself? And who took the photos? Well, you see, the camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos with myself once too.
Completely naked. You all get copies. You don't have a choice.
Leading the new.
Or it's in the court
Please.
record now.
Please, no details!
Well, it seems that Miss Faye's assertions were not too decisive after all.
Yeah, Irish is close enough.
Yeah, it is close enough.
Wait, just a minute! No.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Edgeworth, shut the fuck up.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Shut up!
It's
Oh, very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Here are your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Are Canadians just Irish?
Dude, it's
I
close.
can't find the difference now.
It's funny because when I was doing the Irish accent for Gan, I was always really conscious. Like, man, I don't want to sound Canadian.
Well, too bad. Guess what?
Right.
Irish and Canadian.
Kind of similar cadence is the
Yeah,
thing. Like
yeah,
how they
yeah.
separate the vowels and stuff.
Yeah, I would
Like,
say like
oh,
Irish is
you
probably a
know.
little bit more. Well, Scottish is the violent one, but no, Irish can
Yeah.
get like the character of Irish. Scottish is the violent one. We all know it. We all know it. The
Yes.
Scots know it.
right. Very aggressive.
Oh, the road was closed. Like that's like a thing that you could say in like a Canadian accent and an Irish accent.
Yeah.
Is really similar.
Yeah. Scottish Twitter is very impressive because they also like just don't include a lot of letters as they would just normally speak that way.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ah! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Did you say wildflowers? Oh, we already did this. That was such a long sequence, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought we had moved on, but I guess not.
Now.
Wait! Oh, wait. Whoa. Well, when did she change her testimony? Did they tell her to? Okay, that's weird. All right. The victim turned around and tried to run away, but... Well, I guess Edgeworth did say, like, hey, just tell us what you saw, even if the photo's not reliable. Okay. It was just weird that it, like... Well, I guess we were talking about accents and stuff, so... Okay, that's fine. The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife.
And a ball. Good God.
If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
No respect.
Maggie.
Quaggy? Why you?
Oh, if it had been me, I'd probably have jumped into the river.
That's it, Edgeworth. I'm fucking your future boyfriend.
That's it, Edgeworth. I'm Irish now.
There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Yeah, there was no bridge left to run onto. Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
Oh, that seems to make sense to me. That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha! Does it now? You see, you have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something is off, and when you need to figure out why.
That's when you need to figure out why. If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Okay. I think this is the, plans. Yeah. Yep. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Oh, Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
I don't fucking care. My boobies are bigger, Your Honor. Oh, so they are. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were two contradictions.
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then.
Oh, she would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards? But she couldn't have ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridge has collapsed on that side.
You know, when the judge said he would have gone in the river, I should have made a swimming joke.
Oh, it's alright. You weren't Irish then.
Yeah. What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. Irk.
Oh, this beautiful young lady been lying to the court.
Yes.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
Where the
What do you
witness
mean?
was standing is outdated.
The length of that bridge is outdated, Your Honor. There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because... I'm sorry.
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints on it.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident.
Fuck this man. Kill him.
That's ridiculous!
Can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Okay. That's fine.
Ryan.
Oh, sorry. Ha! That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright? That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Well, Miss Fay, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
Oh, no, it wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed? Alright, young lady. I ask you to please proceed with your testimony.
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Fooster.
Brewster.
There's no need to worry, just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You just gotta exaggerate the boots and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Get really stereotypical with it.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such a violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that!
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
Oh my god. He didn't always drink it black.
No, he didn't.
Oh my god.
Black like his soul.
Oh my god. He had to die first, I guess. So he could feel anything. Ugh. I can go for a mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear.
Do want that mocha latte, though. Yeah, looking at him like, I want your mocha latte ass.
Alright, Miss
Shit.
Fay. Your cruise examination, if you please.
Contradiction is staring right in your face, Mia. Go on the attack. Kill! Kill!
Yes!
Kill! God bless my parents for putting up with my yelling. They apparently hear it all.
Oh no.
Okay. Alright, what do we got? Outdated. God, this is so weird. Talk to doll. Like, is she saying this to herself? Like, it's a memo for herself, I guess. Yeah. So it's talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Okay. Prime photo. Okay, after he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. God, we didn't press any of this yet. What am I thinking? Or did we? Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she'd fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
No need to be so rude.
Well, young lady.
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
Ah, we're one step too slow.
And then what did the defendant do after that?
Then he carried her over to the car. You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf?
Her wounds match what we found at the scene.
Words.
I don't see any problem. Words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. Sorry, I can't read tonight, folks.
It's all good. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. It's not the only way. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think that would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge, and that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly.
Facts unneeded. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Faye, do you think there's some other possibility? Please share it with the rest of us. Voos.
Voos. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. Surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. Oh. You know those monks? They just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away, and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Oh, excellent! You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what?
Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, my point is if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was
By
about
the
to
way,
say.
I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after well.
I've
The two
tried
don't go
too.
well after all.
That's nice.
I definitely didn't try this.
I've never tried
You
it.
could, like salt in like a mocha, like salted chocolate or something.
Yeah. Salted caramel and whatnot.
Yeah.
Picked her up and alright. And then he carried over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could have. So, I think it's this. And I'm right. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is a well-known and powerful current. Well-known for its powerful current.
For its powerful
Most
current,
bodies that fall in are never recovered.
Oh.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. Well, as we knew it anyway. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Finally.
Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you're putting that, Miss Faye. But I must admit it does seem odd that not to have thrown the body in the river.
Oh.
After all, I love swimming. Well, Mr. Edward.
Can't send Gant into the river anymore to get the bodies. Damn.
Yeah,
He was
we
good
used
for
to have a real
something.
easy time getting them bodies back.
How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well trying to take a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
I can channel the dead. What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
Fuck you, Judge.
Without merit.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Witness, please go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is only tell us what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you.
Who's he talking about? I'll kill him. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms, and he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You ain't seeing that either.
Yeah, no, wall.
Big wall. We'll press first. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police.
You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Bullshit! Heard an echo of my bullshit from someone. Bullshit! Map, again! Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Huh? Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and... It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. You see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. You're a fucking liar. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Ha ha. What is this truth?
I admit that the diagram may show a large outcropping of rock.
But those weren't there last time either. Those grew over the course of a night. There was an earthquake, you see. That rock outcropping is outdated. Or is too new, in fact, actually. Is updated.
However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. Huh? I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. Yeah, that's true, yeah. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah!
Oh!
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No!
Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself she saw it. Fuck you.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. But she's hot.
Oh!
Mr. Judge?
Oh, what is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Shut up. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine.
Divine.
I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt here to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten.
Also, those don't taste good in coffee either. Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
Well, witness.
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from where he broke into it.
Oh, what? Let me see the photo.
Why would he need to break into it?
Yeah, like you would have the keys, right?
Like, I know there's like trunk keys specifically sometimes, I want to say.
Sure. This might be an outdated thing.
Outdated, you say?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
They certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that the trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? I'll buy it. Must be true. It doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches?
Bitches.
Finally. I finally got her.
Hey, does this coffee taste
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
And perhaps it'd be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Okay, fine. Your Honor, there is only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... We're gonna just go straight to she put the corpse in herself?
I guess so.
I guess we are. It's what we do in Phoenix, Wright. We accuse witnesses of murder. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No!
Preposterous! They even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. Changed film, bro. We already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
You fucking idiot. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may have not been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she brought this camera just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Yeah, bro, she had a timer on her camera.
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Oh, what the offense? Please explain further.
Ryan.
Oh, sorry. Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? Answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity.
on, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster? By the car.
Either by the car, or maybe this is the... She was
the
actually
killer?
the victim.
Yeah.
I think it has to be that, or I just put her by the car.
But maybe you're right. Maybe she was the woman in the photo.
I think she's probably the woman in the photo.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I think that's a good call. That the other woman was already dead.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
What? Oh, that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order! Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it can only have been done before the defendant met the victim.
Yeah, that's a good call, Alex.
It was a guess.
How asinine. Of course Miss Falls met with the victim.
Like, I straight up was just thinking, like, they presented this, and whenever it's been, where was this person? It's always well, they were one of the players in the game. That's it.
Yeah.
How asinine. Of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim.
The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Mr. Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. And who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. Huh?
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
The defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped him get convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You are just making this up as you go along. Where is your proof?
Scarf. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Victim note. Present. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No! She died. Get fucked.
Finally. Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself again before we start again. Until then, this court is a recess. The defense and the prosecution are both awaiting their respective loobies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood.
Very well, this court is in recess.
Alright. I'm gonna stop there for the night.
Well,
that's, unexpected. Somewhat expected. I wasn't expecting another Mia trial, nor was I expecting Edgeworth.
yeah, it's nice.
But yeah, this is... There's a whole lot to wonder about here.
Yeah, like...
And the fact that a whole final case is going to revolve around this.
Yeah, because, like, Phoenix is in the hospital right now reading about this.
Yeah, he was in the hospital, that's right.
Like,
Shit.
that's what's... Is that Phoenix is in the hospital and was like, I gotta read up on this case.
Huh. Wow. Well, I assume there's just going to be one more part to this trial, and then we're going to move into episode
probably.
5.
Yeah, I don't think there's any investigation stuff, it's just the trial.
And then we'll make our way to killing Dahlia. Maybe.
The
I don't
trials
know.
and tribulations.
I don't know. I have this feeling that Dahlia is going to be like our defendant in the final episode or something horrible like that. We'll see though.
Well, let's see.
Tomorrow, probably, maybe the next night. Whenever. Well, thanks for joining, guys. Y'all did great.
Pleasure as always.
Pleasure's all mine. All right. See you later.